A few moments later.
Hey, she's gonna be feeling the effects of the anaconda for the rest of the week.
I hear a lot of people on here talking about what goes wrong on girls' trips. And I'm ready to tell my story because I had an experience. Alright, so boom. So it was 2021. I had went to Miami for one of my homegirls' birthday trip. Mind you, every other female that came on the trip was somebody that she knew. I didn't know the other females. So this is my first time in Miami. We out there, we having a good time for like the first 24 hours. And then shit just starts getting crazy. So everybody arrived at like different times. So some of them was pulling up already drunk, already saucy. Some of them pulled up staticky, like it was automatic static. I had beef with one girl on the boat. I didn't even know Shorty. Shorty came on there with mad tension, mad animosity, crazy shit was going on. But let me get to the part that was just like it for me, when I was just like, you know what, I am never going on another trip with a group of females. So we got this boat, we in the middle of the water for mad long. We had booked it for like three hours. But the guy was really fucking with us, so he let us have the boat for the whole night. So we in the water playing music, chilling, drinking, vibing, mad lit. Why the fuck? Some guy comes by the boat with his jet ski, and he's like asking us, hey, y'all wanna get on my jet ski? So he's offering rides one by one. So out of a group of like 6 girls, 3 got on the boat with him one by one. First shorty gets on, she goes mad far out with him, and it took them mad long to come back. So we like, what the hell is going on? I'm like, did he just abduct this bitch? Eventually she came back. But she was already so fucking drunk that she couldn't even really articulate what the fuck just happened, right? So number 2 gets on. Number 2 comes back, she's lucid, and she's like, nah, bro, never again. We all like, well, we trying to get the scoop. So when the third shorty got on, this the girl whose trip it was, she gets on, and while she's gone, the second girl's telling us what happened on the jet ski. He's bringing people on the jet ski, and his first thing he says to them on this jet ski is, who's trying to ride? And who's trying to suck? So now we all spinning the block going back to shorty number 1, like, wait, you didn't want to tell us what happened. What happened? Why she said she sucked his thing on the jet ski. The second one, she said that she didn't do nothing, but she definitely got crazy with him. She went off on him because what are you talking about? The last one, she wouldn't disclose fully what she did, but she just kept saying what happens in Miami stays in Miami. We go back to the first shorty. She's like, yeah, I did. She's like, oh well. She was like, it was small and it was uncircumcised, but oh well. What happens in Miami stays in Miami. Baby, at that point I was like, I will never again, because this is what y'all do on girls trips. This is what y'all do. Later on that night, we on the strip, we having a good time, we getting a little Uber. Why one of the girls we with started fighting trying to beat the fucking Uber driver up. We had to pull over on the side of the fucking strip. It's a big scene being caused by this little restaurant. It was just too much. Then the Airbnb she booked for us was in like an old hotel type thing. We think the cartel was in there selling bitches, because bitches was getting beat up in the fucking room crying and shit. I'm like, baby, I'm ready to go home. I ain't never going on no fucking trip with no bitches again. If it's not my close bitches, I'm not going on nobody else's trips.
We say this all the time, fellas, be wary of your girl going on these girl trips, especially when she's going with a bunch of her single friends. That woman need to be chaperoned, see? Chaperoned by you, brethren. You mean to tell me all that man had to do was to pull up on a jet ski to get his rocks off? He knew what these women were about from the get-go, and these women will go back home to their men and act like it was just another day, brethren. Nothing ever happened. What happened in Miami stays in Miami.
Bro, I'm at the gym right now. When I tell y'all, bro, no lie, I really found the cheat code again. Every girl inside the gym, every girl inside Miami Spring Break. I got the cheat code. Look on the screen, you feel me? Bro, if you don't, I call these the Miami Bucks, you feel me? These the Miami Bucks. The crazy part about this shit is that, bro, you can't tell this shit fake. None of this shit is real. When I tell y'all, bro, I realize, bro, there's so many gold diggers inside Miami, bro. I thought I stayed in California, bro. There's so many gold diggers down here. This shit is crazy. And the crazy part about it is, none of this shit is real. None of it, you feel me? Like, it's the fact that I got the height. I'm 6'1". I got the looks. I got the talk game. Most of these girls got boyfriends. They be talking so good, you know, cool. I'm enjoying my workout. I'm cool off that, you feel me? Thank you, you know, you very handsome. I'm enjoying my workout. As soon as I show their ass the stat, as soon as they see the stat, hey, listen, they going. Oh, hold on, what you say your name was again? I mean, I guess we can go out. Like, what you like to eat? Hey, my baby, you gonna be mad as hell. You can't even get a biggie bag out of me. Hey, listen, man, I got the cheat code inside of me how to get any woman. This shit easy.
That stack of money can help you to weed out the gold diggers from the so-called good girls. The problem is the good girls are the ones who pretend not to be interested after seeing all your cash. But you know, say, them good girls, they don't want a minimum wage brother. They're gonna want the man with that cash.
Hey, yo, excuse me. Yo, you are so pretty. You got a man?
Yeah, why are you you're creeping me out?
No, I ain't mean to creep you up, man. I just want to talk to you for a minute. You just so beautiful. Like, can I have like a minute of your time? Hold on, look.
No, you can't.
Look. I got the money. I got the money. Yeah, hop on in. Yo, you are so beautiful. What's your name?
So, how do I get this money? What do I gotta do?
All you gotta do is sit here and talk to me about your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Look, did you know the return of the book of Revelation? He's returning soon, right?
I just know you're talking.
Wait. Hear the word.
I just know you're
Hear the word. Yo.
She doesn't have any time for Jesus Christ. Seeing? She only got time to do whatever she needs to do to get them dollars from out of your hands into hers.
I'm so mad. I go through my wife's phone and my wife is calling the pastor daddy. Calling the pastor daddy. Nah, pastor, open this door. Open this door, pastor. Yeah, I got a question. No, here's my question. My question to you, why I go through my wife's phone and my wife calling you the pastor of your church, calling you daddy. You allow your church members to call you daddy? That's what you're saying? You saying you want your flock? And I'm gonna upload the footage, and I promise you. No, what you mean? No, please. No, ain't no camera. No,
that's my spiritual daughter.
Ain't no spiritual daughter, nothing. Ain't no. You is not gonna. You got my wife calling you daddy. You got my wife calling you daddy. No, I'm not. What you mean? Wait. It ain't no wait. You ain't got no wait. Ain't no wait. You don't got my wife calling you daddy. I don't care if you call no police. You call the police. I don't care what you're saying. You got my wife calling you daddy. I tell you, there ain't no spiritual daughter. Ain't no spiritual daughter. I promise you, I'm putting this church on blast. What's the name of this church? No, what's the name of this? Yeah, whatever.
I'll give a backstory on what's going on in this video that's going viral with me. My name is Pastor Samson Oda from Faith Move Church. One of our members in the church, she has been coming to church faithfully, paying her tithe and everything, everything, worshiping God, all that good stuff. And I'm like, she's like, oh, I'm married. I'm like, what's your husband? She said, oh, my husband doesn't come to the church. And I've been calling her, praying with her, like, hey, I know there's a lot going on. I don't know whatever is going on. But I've been praying with her, like, hey, God will mend the family and everything. I've tried to reach out to her to bring the husband in, but the husband never came in. And one day he just showed up and started saying, my wife is calling you daddy. I'm like, that's my spiritual daughter. It's like, oh, there's something wrong with that. I'm like, I don't know.
Yo, pastor, you have a married woman calling you daddy and you don't know what's up? Come on, pastor. We all know what is up. That's right. What's getting up, way up in that church of yours?
Oh, I'm pregnant with your man, baby.
How you pregnant?
What you mean how I'm pregnant?
How you pregnant?
How? What you mean how? Like, don't play on my top. Please don't insult me. What you mean how I'm pregnant? I'm pregnant because we had pregnant.
Look, baby.
What? You need to ask your man. You need to ask your husband. What was he on Halloween? Who he was getting spooky with? Yeah.
What do you want?
Who you was with?
What do you want?
Who you was with on Halloween?
Don't worry.
Me.
No, I need you to when he.
They say what's done in the dark will come to the light one day. May I tell you, say, Lord have mercy on him after his wife gets through with him when they reach back home. Woo-wee. Keep the thing in your pants, brother. Keep it in your pants.
Like a man at home, the club is full of ballers and their pockets full of pro. And all you fellas leave your girl with your friends. Cause it's 11:30 and the club is jumping.
It's not 11:30 p.m., but it's 11:30 a.m. And you guys been waiting for this one. I got hired by a husband to follow his wife. So the wife has been hanging out with a new friend. I'm gonna call her Stephanie. They're always going out and coming home drunk, and he thinks that she's out in them streets meeting guys because Stephanie's single. So a black SUV pulled up to the residence and picked up the wife, and it was Stephanie. I ended up following them, and they took me to a restaurant. And then my mouth hit the floor because when they got out, they were holding hands and they kissed at the restaurant. I was like, damn, I'm about to tell the husband this. Look, if you put me at a nice restaurant, I'm gonna order the whole steak, medium rare course. It was a 10 out of 10. I was minding my own business watching Stephanie and the wife kiss, and all of a sudden this girl came up to me and started hitting on me. And I said, ma'am, excuse me, I am in my healing era. No, she was fine though. Anyways, back to the case. I updated the client. He was like, excuse me? I said, yeah, sir. Sorry about that. She also went back to Stephanie's house. Surveillance was discontinued because he was heated.
Yo, brethren, you cannot trust a man or a woman with your woman these days. Be aware, my lions, and remember to thank him or her for showing you what kind of skettle, what kind of Jezebel you were in a relationship with. Brethren, now hold tight. God, I'm gone again, see?